Hello everyone, I want to share with us the setups I got this week. Most of them were taken and some of them were not traded by me. So I'm sharing this video so that you can also learn from the setups. Meanwhile, I will advise you practice any of the setups, that any of the pattern that is you feel that is comfortable or that suit your trading style. You practice it and try to trade it yourself. It is better for you to take trades than by yourself than somebody giving you trade signals to trade, right? So on Monday, this was the USD card setup. This is 1 hour and this side is 5 minutes, and this setup happened during the New York session. Most of the time during the New York session, I look for setups that do not take out liquidity, setup that came to retest order block or fair value gap in the 1 hour time frame. So on Euro USD card, price took out all the highs. So as you can see on the 5 minutes time frame, this line you see here now is yesterday's high. Price broke above it, then came back. So during the open of the New York section, that was when I was looking for this setup. So on the 1 hour time frame, I saw that price, after taking out this yesterday's high, price came back to retest this fair value gap that was created here. You can see, you see this displacement, this impulsive move on the 1 hour time frame. Price created this gap, price came back to retest it, and here I was looking for where price would just take out a previous low in form of liquidity grab, then give me a sign of a bullish move, then I take the entry, and that is what happened here. So at this market open box, you see that price dropped to create this low and came back to take out this low. It even created an equal low here, created this one, then pull up and took out this low. Then with this pin bar, this bullish pin bar, kind of, though it's not quite a big bar, it has a bigger body, but it was acceptable by me. So that was what I saw in taking this setup. So this was when I took the entry. Stop loss was here, first take profit was here, another second take profit was a bit higher. So that was how I got to my first TP on USD card. Then this was my setup. This is how it went. It continued up that day. Yeah, hit my first take profit and moved up, took out my second take profit and continued up till the end of New Year's session on Monday. Then this is another setup, although I don't have the beginning of the setup. USD CHF, if you can see, out of the trades I took here, you can see USD CHF. I took USD CHF as well. So this was the setup for USD CHF. Look at this, same thing, exactly the same thing. The previous day high was taken out with this impulsive move, creating a fair value gap here. So price came back to retest this fair value gap, and at the New York open, at the market open box here, I waited for, I just want to see where price will create a low, take it out and give a bullish move. Oh sorry, this is USD card. So the same almost the same. Okay, this is the USD CHF setup. I want to explain. Same thing happened. You see, price pulled out, but exactly the fair value gap I was looking for was not here, but I have this nice order block here. I don't want price to take out this low before I take the trade. So price took out the previous day's high, came back to retest this order block. Then I want to see where price will create a low in the 5 minutes time frame and happening at the New York open. Then price come back, take out that low and give me a pin bar or an engulfing pattern or a railroad track, and that is exactly what happened here. So this was the entry. This was when I took the entry and price moved, took out my first take profit and continue up till the end of the New York section that day. So I also have a setup on USD CHF that happened during the London section. So during the London session, if my trades during the London session, I want to make sure I have a liquidity grab on the 1 hour time frame before I take any trade during the London section. So most of my trades during the New York session, I wait for continuation trade. So it's just a pullback for retest, then I take the trade. But this one, I want to make sure there is a liquidity grab. So at this point, price took out this low, price took out this liquidity and give me an engulfing pattern, and it's happening inside this New York market open box. So we're already inside the London section. So that was, I saw this nice bullish move, then I took my entry. And also I will also be waiting for a low to be taken out. Price take out that low and pull up immediately. Once I see this engulfing pattern, I take my entry. So that was that for USD CHF during the London section on Monday. So let me see what I have again. Yes, gold setup. I had another setup on gold, because you can see this is the London section. During the London session, as I say, I want to see price take out liquidity, price grab liquidity, and I see this nice on the 5 minutes time frame. I also see that price also grab liquidity here. This is a previous high, so price grab it and drop. So this at the close of this bullish candle was supposed to be my entry, but I don't normally take entry with the same candle that took out the liquidity on the 1 hour time frame. So as at this time, the 1 hour candle was still left with 15 minutes to close. I want to ensure that that candle closes before I take my entry. So at this point, price has not closed, but it created a fair value gap here already. So I was waiting for anywhere price will close. If it closed very low, I will have to wait for a pullback for me to take an entry, and that is what happened. So price closed at this point. This is huge for a stop loss, so I waited for price to pull back to, although I didn't wait for price to pull back, took my entry somewhere here, but the main thing is for you to wait for price to pull back to the fair value gap, and that was it, and price started dropping. So during the London session, price dropped to this extent, pulled back again, and during the New York session, it continued downward to the final TP target. So that was those were the setups for Monday. Let's look at what happened on Tuesday. On Tuesday, this is Euro JPY. So Euro JPY, see what happened here. Why I took this trade was this is during the London section. I will always want price to grab liquidity before I take my trade. Price grab liquidity here, and it happened on a yesterday's high. So this line is a yesterday's high. Price grab liquidity and drop with an impulsive move, breaking structure here, and it created a hidden block here. So this is a liquidity grab on yesterday's high. Price broke structure, let's break up market structure, created an OB here with this impulsive move. I waited for price to go back to it, then that is the entry. So target will be here. So the same, okay, this happened for 27th, and as you can see, that was the entry, and that was our price drop on Euro JPY. You see that. Then this was another setup of same another setup related on this happened during the New York section. So on New York section, I usually would trade continuation, but this is not a continuation setup. I see price grab liquidity on the 1 hour time frame here, then on the 5 minutes time frame, this is the 1 hour time frame previous high, which is this high. So price, no, I think it's this one, because it's 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, that was it, previous high. So price grabbed the liquidity here, as you can see, and drop with this massive drop. It didn't take out this it didn't break structure. What happened? It put back again, create this equal high, then drop. While dropping with this impulsive move, it left me with a hidden block here, and it broke structure here. This is a little bit higher than this, so this is swing low before this high. The price broke structure here, price pulled back to that hidden block, and that was the drop on Euro JPY another day. So this was the Euro JPY of the what I've just explained. Then Euro JPY, I've explained this. Okay, I've explained this. Yeah, so I posted this on the group on USD CHF. So I was waiting for price to take out this low during the London section, but price didn't get to it, but it gave me what I was looking for. Price breaking the previous low, then giving me an engulfing pattern for me to buy. So there was no liquidity grab here, but I didn't take this entry anyway, because after moving I saw that it later dropped, but the 1 hour criterion was not met. Let me leave this. Then it's almost the same thing as what happened on Euro JPY happened on gold. You see the liquidity grab here on the higher time 1 hour time frame. You can see it here happening on the 5-minute time frame, and you see this impulsive move taking out this breaker and left me with an inside bar or hidden block with impulsive move. Price come back to that same block, then that was the drop on gold. So that was that for Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, USD CAD, you can see on Wednesday, so I was expecting price to grab liquidity here, then we buy. So I was expecting a buy here. I posted this on the group, so you can see price took out previous low here and give this engulfing pattern. So since I will always wait for the candle that breaks that take liquidity to close, that was high. I put this arrow here, I placed this arrow here, so that when price pull back we can take the entry, but price broke through it, so that was a loss on USD CAD. Meanwhile, you can see the liquidity grab here. Price gave a liquidity grab here, so dropped massively. So I was expecting a price will reverse from here, but it continued to drop. This was another one, USD CHF 1 minute time frame. Let me see if I have the higher time frame. Yes, so you can see price, this is 1 hour previous high. Price pitched it and dropped with this massive move, this impulsive move, and here it left a fair value gap here. On the 1 minute time frame, it left a hidden block here. So sometimes I use the Fibonacci so that when I get to 50% I take my entry. So that was it for this setup. That was the only setup on USD CAD and USD CHF. On Thursday, I posted this on the group. You can see the 1 hour liquidity grab here, and you see the impulsive move to the downside, giving a hidden block. I so much like this pattern where price would grab liquidity, then price would drop with impulsive move, then leave a hidden block. So I'll always expect price to pull back to that hidden block, then we'll go for a sell. And that was AUD USD. So when price got to that mark zone, I was not available, but when it was dropping I saw it and just took these entries. As you can see, price came back to meet this hidden block and traded off. TP1 was smashed here, but it didn't get to my TP2. Yes, this is Euro JPY. As you can see, London section, we have seen the liquidity grab here, and the candle that grabbed liquidity has closed, and we have a movement here and a golfing pattern after taking out this low during the London section, and that was the entry. Then target will be here taking out this highs, and that was it. You can see price moved up and continue up during the New York session. So you can see from this level up to here. Let me see if I have something else to explain. Okay, something I just observed anyways. That's when price during the London session, price created this high, drop, created another high, making it equal high. They came back, grabbed liquidity here and pull up. So as price took out this equal highs, I saw a bearish pullback here and a bullish move. So this could be an entry. I didn't take it, I just saw it, and I just take the screenshot so that I'll study it for future purposes. If I will be seeing some setups like this, that could be good setup to trade. So that was that for Thursday. Then today, Friday, I got this AUD USD. You can see this is yesterday's high. Price pitched it and gave this nice engulfing pattern. So the one on the 1 hour time frame, you can see the liquidity grab. The candle that grabbed liquidity has closed, and we have this impulsive move. So pull it back to this. So I draw a 50% retracement. So at the close of the bullish candle that grabbed liquidity, I drew my my Fibonacci, waiting for price to hit the 50% for a sell. So but price didn't hit it, just price get very close to it before selling off, and that was a very nice drop on AUD USD today. So this was USD JPY posted in the group this morning. They will have seen the liquidity grab, but price was left with about 38 minutes for that candle to close. So at the time price gave this entry, this you can see this bullish move displacement, leaving a fair value gap on the 1 minute time frame. At this point the candle had not yet closed, so it was not safe to enter anyway, but I took the entry and it gave up to 1 to 2 before dropping down to take me out on USD JPY. So but the 15-minute setup was not okay. So you can see at the close of the candle that grabbed liquidity, it was no longer a liquidity grab because it closed exactly at this low. So but the price came back, creating a form of equal low, but price came back, took this low, what it did here, and so and bought up. I didn't follow that. So this one gold, I didn't also take this gold, but I saw this. You can see my New York session setup. So price traded above yesterday's high. This was yesterday's high. Price traded above it and pulled back to that same level. So during the New York open, you can see price has taken out a previous low and giving us a pin bar here. So this could have been an entry. I didn't take this. When I saw it, price has moved to this level, and target will be this high, and that was where price went to. All right, so I just want to do this so that anybody can learn from it if you're interested, and if you have any question, you can do well to ask me. I will respond to your question. So study this and do your study over the weekend. I hope that next week will be a profitable week for all of us. I wish you all the best. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so and like my videos. Thank you and God bless.